That's fine. We need one. Yeah. This one is. Yeah, fine.
So which one, mate?
This one's working, I think. Yeah.
Hi, Tim. How are you? How are you?
Hello, everyone. Who would like to start us off? Mina, come.
Hello, mate. Yeah. I think we can address it straight away, yeah. I think it was a big decision in the game. Spoken to the referee and we're speaking about higher threshold of contact. I still believe, my personal opinion, that if a player is applying contact behind a player that's got across them and it spins around, like Leah's not dived, right? She hasn't dived. So there's contact enough for me for a penalty, in my opinion. You're not going to get anything posthumously after the game, and we're talking about higher threshold. But it's a big part in the game, big part. If we get that, it's a chance to make it 2-2, and then we're in the ascendancy. I thought we in the second half were much better in the ascendancy part. I felt that we tried to take the game. We got more aggressive. We challenged our duels better. I thought we were much better second half.
Nikita is the top scorer this season for Manchester United. You chose to bring her off from the bench. What was the reason?
Yeah, I mean, look, we've got... so we knew with Chelsea's high line, if they get after you, they're actually going to need pace in behind in a wide channel. So it's much more about JC's unpredictability within that, holding the ball, being able to beat a player, creativity, and then to bring Nikita in. It's nothing, and Nikita's been great. It's nothing on Nikita at all. It's a momentary tactical adaptation. That's all. We needed pace to go behind Chelsea's line if they're drawn in with us. They're very front foot in front of their back line. So we can turn, you need to hit them quick rather than build up in front of them all the time.
And just last one, United now lost back in game from last season. Spent quite well in the summer transfer window. Do you still feel like it's kind of like you're learning on the job, and as the season continues, you're kind of getting on with it?
To be clear, I'm not learning on the job, to be clear.
No, sorry. I don't mean learning on. I mean, like, as the season goes on, you're just taking it game by game.
Oh, no, for sure. I mean, that was our ethos last year as well. That was our ethos. But what I will say is that we're, in relative terms, compared to Chelsea, we're still a young team. However, we need to continue to invest in the structure in order to get ourselves around to where Chelsea are with that depth and quality. I am absolutely happy with the player. I thought the players were magnificent, especially second half. As a collective, they've always been great, and we have a high quality, but we need the depth and we need that competition. We need to continue to invest as something the club are obviously ambitious to do. But I think, look, we were brilliant last year. We were brilliant. We were almost faultless. And then this year, we're going to be judged by the same mantle, of course we are. And we'll judge ourselves by that mantle, by the way. We want that competitive nature. We want to be winning these games of football. And sometimes you have to continue to reflect. But I have no doubt, and let me be clear before somebody asks me, I have no doubt where our team are heading. I have no doubt that we're going to push and push and push to be to one of the most successful teams in this league. I have no doubt about that. 10 points, I get it. 10 points, we've got now 10 points to chase. So regardless of where we end, we have to have that energy to chase those 10 points. And I know anything about this team, they're going to have that energy. Okay.
Tom.
Hello, mate.
Just following on from that, I suppose, even if you are flawless, can you see Chelsea dropping 10 points?
Reality is, Tom, that's not mine to deal with right now. In terms of, we have to make sure we have to be right at our game. We've got Man City in the Conti Cup, another hard challenge. Then we've got Aston Villa, obviously, in the league. Tough, difficult challenge. For us, whatever Chelsea would do, they have a magnificent depth. I think you'd agree with me. They have the ability to sit players of extreme high quality out in the stands. We have to aspire to be in that position where we can have that players to call on, so we can change and adapt in every game. So, do I see them dropping that? Again, probably not, but we still got to do what we can do, Tom. And we're going to go through our performances with that hunger and desire that we showed second half. And like first half, the reality was we went 2-0 down because we were too eager to press. It wasn't about energy, us not having it. We were too eager, and Chelsea don't play through you. They play over you. And so it was just a little bit of, we fixed that and went into end of the first half, into the second half with more momentum.
Sorry to ask, but I have to do my job. TV cameras
Yes.
What does that mean to you when you see that?
The fans are absolutely entitled to do what they want. We are never going to silence any fan from having their opinion. They pay their hard-earned money. For me, if my job as a leader was to deflect my attention away with every news story, I wouldn't be doing my job. My job is to stay sole focused on what I know this team will achieve in the future. I have no doubt about that. You can tell with our attitude. You can tell when a team is ready and fighting. That team out there, second half, the way that we played and the way that we took it to Chelsea, they're champions. Been champions have got a massive amount of depth of quality. And our team was still chasing and they were still fighting and they were still going. That, for me, Tom, shows a team that knows where it's heading. And that is what we should be talking about. So never, ever will stop any fans having their opinion. They're absolutely entitled to. But my job is to stay focused on what I want to achieve with this team, and that is success.
What can you achieve this season?
Of course, still in 2 cup competitions. And then reality, we've got 10-point gap on the leaders to chase. And that's the facts in front of us. What we can achieve is, if we have to come perfect, we know we've got to try and be perfect in every game, try and win every game. I still think there's points to be dropped in this league for other teams. I do. I look at that and I think, I don't think people are going to be perfect till the end of the season. So we've got to chase that 10-point gap down, regardless. And we're going to start with a Manchester City performance and then an Aston Villa performance. And that's all we can control.
All at the back.
That's the third league defeat of the season.
Yeah.
No team has ever lost more than 2 games and gone to win the WSL. That was a halfway point now, so it does need a pretty big turnaround in the second half of the season if we were to go on and make up that gap.
Oh, sorry, you're asking me, does it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty big turnaround that needs to be
Yeah,
monumental.
it's 10 points. It's 10 points with like you said, not a lot of wriggle room in games. Look, my concern is making sure that my team are in the best place to perform. It's about making sure we're putting steps in place this season to make sure we can be successful next season and beyond. And we're absolutely being judged on what we tried to achieve last year, and we were 2 points off Chelsea. Of course we are. But the reality is, my squad are doing their utmost to be in games, to be the very best of themselves. And I'm really pleased with that. Really pleased with that. We got 10 points again, and we'll see where we are at the end of the season. But we are ambitious in every game to try and win it. That's all I can say. We're going to be focused to try and win the next 2 games. The games beyond that, whatever happens beyond that, it's not happened historically, but everything's there to be broken, right? Who knows what will happen? Hello, Charlotte.
You addressed that fans are entitled to have their opinion, but
Yeah.
how does it make you feel that they want you to leave?
I mean, the reality is, honestly, so focused. There's a lot in this job that could pull you in. It could pull you down. It could be you get a bad report on somebody has a different opinion to what you have. This game is about opinions, and it's healthy. It's healthy. I have no doubt, and I'll be very clear, no doubt what I'm going to achieve with this team. We're going to be focused. We're going to be a good footballing team. We're going to try to win games and leagues and titles. For me, I'm not going to let it drip into my psyche. I'm here as a leader. My leadership skill is to make sure my players believe in everything that we're doing every single day. It's part and parcel of the job, and I'd be silly if I thought it wasn't.
I also just wanted to ask about the effect of Ineos's arrival on the women's team. What does that mean for the women's team? I know they've met with Eric Ten Hag. Have they had meetings with you? Is there any long-term strategy in place? I appreciate it's early days.
Of course, and it's really early days in terms of we've been very heavy in terms of our games and structures. Anyway, we were away in Malta as well when Ineos came in. Came and met Sir Dave, met Sir Dave twice. From what I understand, there's a real positive injection of energy and quality and brains and commitment. We're adding quality to Manchester United as well, and this club is huge, and I think it's going to be a positive step forward for everyone involved, and I look forward to seeing how they can help us grow and compete for titles.
Midway through the first, I think it was injuries came to gather the team around
Yes.
at that point.
Yeah.
And it seemed after that it was a very different game from where you were 2-0 down to a situation where you're unlucky not to come back. what you had to say in that period to change things?
Of course, I tell you, I actually felt that, and it's a good thing but a bad thing in terms of we were so energetic to try and press Chelsea all over the place. We were getting dragged out into spaces where Chelsea could exploit behind us. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, Chelsea are a fantastic team with obviously excellent players and so on, but they don't tend to switch the ball through their double box pivot. They don't tend to do that. And they tend to force passes at times. So it's about being more patient. So I said, be patient. I know you want to get pressure. Wait, make a decision. When we got that, they were forcing errors then. Chelsea were forcing errors that we could jump on. And then that sits into almost like a mid-block strategy. But I think it was just our eagerness. And it's to be admired because we wanted to go and press. Sometimes you have to know when and how to press. And we fixed it. And I thought we were much better going into that end of the first half into the second half. Yes, Catherine.
You're talking about obviously continued investment to get to the
Yeah.
level where Chelsea are. Do you think you need more players coming in this window to strengthen your chance of closing that gap and also on the top three?
I mean, in reality, and I'll say this, and I've said it many times, that actually we're always looking in the market, always, because you can never stand still. And if you stand still, then you move backwards, right? So for me, it's about me putting cases forward for the business people. We've got a strategy. And look, I'd love to welcome people in, that are going to add quality to us. It's got to be the right people. It's got to be the right players. But actually, yeah, look, of course, I think we're down to 5 outfield subs. Like we've took 2 big injuries at the start of the year to Emma Watson, I think you'd have loved to see this year, and also Gabby George. Like, these are big injuries, and now obviously Hinata, probably not back till around March, April time. So, these are big players in a smaller squad. So yeah, look, if we can do the right business, I want to bring it in. But Catherine, I can't be distracted by that. My job is to make sure I get the tune out of the players that we have, and let the business people do the business. But I'd like to keep investing to make our team where we want it to be.
Anyone else? Okay, we'll wrap it there. Thanks, everyone.
Appreciate your waiting. Thank you.